Now, if anyone here would actually bleed Kawasaki green, it would be this guy who grew up as a Kawasaki rider. I remember seeing him at Loretta Lynn's when he was this tall, and now he's this tall. Racing at the professional level, Ryan Villopoto now has worked his way through the ranks, but one thing's never changed. You're always Kawasaki green.
Yeah, for sure. I love all you guys here. It's I've had a good life here so far as of racing, and you know, I'd like to stay here in my career.
And they're all pointing to you as the future superstar of the sport in the Premier Division, and that might just start maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I think we all have the same goal here: is to win races and is to win championships, and that's my goal. Is if I'm racing with James and Chad, then I'll be in a position to win races, and then hopefully in the long run be there for the championship.
I want to explain to you folks that might not follow us day in and day out, Kawasaki's got a plan that a lot of teams aren't willing to try. They have arguably the two fastest riders in the world sitting right next to each other and racing in the same truck. A lot of teams say, no, you got to have one top guy. There's no way you could expect everyone to coexist. But so far, so good between you two?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really good for the both of us. You know, we can feed off each other, we can learn off each other, and you know, hopefully with the both of us working together, we can take down James.
All right, that's the goal, the Kawasaki guys. Easy way to get some cheers in this building. Ryan Villopoto has come through all the ranks, and he's won at every level, and now he's about to do it and go for a championship on a 450. Let's hear it one more time from RV. And the new guy here with Kawasaki USA and Monster Energy is Chad Reed, but he probably doesn't need much of an introduction. He's won Supercross championships and the 2009 AMA Motocross Championship as well. It's awesome to have you on board, but it's not your first run with Kawasaki.
No, way back in 2001 actually. It was my ticket out of Australia and onto the world scene. So, you know, kind of back here. It all started, you know, at Kawasaki on an international level for me. So, you know, hopefully it'll all kind of end up and end here.
You know, Ryan mentioned going after James Stewart. That's the guy that you've been battling harder than anyone. Maybe the greatest rivalry the sport has ever seen. Is this the kind of firepower you need to go after him again?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, individually, I think I'm extremely motivated, but to be on a team that's equally as motivated to beat James Stewart is always you know, a positive thing. So things have been going really well. You know, I dragged half the team down to Australia, did some testing down there, and showed everyone where I grew up. And now we're, you know, back to business and ready to get it on tomorrow night.
And I ask the same thing all the time about you and Ryan being on the same team here. But if push comes to shove, if a fight breaks out, who's the tougher guy? What's going to happen if you guys really get into it?
Yeah, kids, you know, small, short, so.
Chad, I know you only race for one thing and one thing only, that's to win races and championships. You don't go out there to get 5th or 7th. How high are your expectations this year, man? Is this as good as you've ever felt?
I think it's a great year, you know, and a lot of people talking about Ryan and I being teammates, and like you said, I think it's going to be really, really positive. The team has an equal goal of winning races and winning the title, and I think that that's equal across the board, you know, whether it's, you know, a support team guy. And, you know, in our case, we're both individually going for that goal, and I think that makes it more positive for us. You know, we're all going out there and giving it our all every time. So I think it's a great time to get that #1 plate back, and I think this will be a good year.
Now, your new guy here at Kawasaki, did they give you a corner office with windows right off the bat, or were you in the basement just sweeping and mopping floors and stuff just to get started?
Yeah, I had to clear out somebody's old locker out there.
It had some numbers on it, I remember that one. Folks, he's now a member of Monster Energy Factory Kawasaki. Chad